Jesus calms the storm. That day, when evening came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side." Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along, just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat, so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." So we have heard this passage from Mark chapter 4, verse 35 to 41. Today, almost all churches around the world are not able to gather, fellowship together. But physically we may not be gathering, but we can support one another in prayers. And this is what exactly I'm trying to do. We've been talking of Corona. 2 months of saturation is already there in our mind. But I want to talk about a person named Jesus Christ who calmed the storm. In short, these verses we can find how Jesus calmed the storm. Just to give you a brief story, because many of you might know this, many might not be knowing about these passages, hearing it for the first time. So Jesus was with his disciple. They have preached about the kingdom of God, about the future, about the truth. We don't have much time there, but after he preached, he just sent away the crowds, and with his disciple he decided to go to the other side of the lake. And as he went with his disciples in a boat, Jesus fell asleep in a cushion or in a pillow, was sleeping. Then what happened? We see in verse 37, a great storm came. They were in a boat going, and a great storm came. And the disciples were scared, they were afraid. The waves was shaking them up, down, so that the boat was going to sink. And we see in 38, Jesus was sleeping calmly, quietly. There's a scene of chaos among the disciples. They were really terrified because of the storm that they saw. And they saw their master sleeping in a boat. And they went and woke him. They said, "Teacher or Rabbi, Master, don't you care that we are getting drowned?" That's how they reacted. And Jesus woke up from his sleep. And the first thing he did, we see in verse 39, he got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Quiet, be still. Or in King James Version we see, "Peace, be still." Jesus rebuking the storm, the waves, to be quiet, to be still, to stop. And immediately, then the wind died down and was completely calm. And we see that the storm quieted down, waves was calm. Next, Jesus tells his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? I want to pause a while here and ask you the same question. What is happening right now is no less than a storm, because World Health Organization WHO has declared this coronavirus disease as a pandemic all over the world. And there is fears, there are worries, there are people who are thinking how will they make their day-to-day needs. The stocks are running down, people are not able to get the foods they want. There are line up piles lining to get things to accommodate for the next few months. We don't know how long. So it's a kind of situation where there's a storm that is trying to make or take our life. It is naturally a time that creates fear, and exactly that's what happened with the disciples at that ship. There was a big storm and their boat was shaking, that they will be drowned and die. But we can see what Jesus was doing at that point. He must be tired after attending the crowd, talking, preaching. And he was just quiet even at that phase. And there's something we need to question at this point. What made Jesus so quiet, calm amidst the storm? How could he sleep? This is the time, I think, to those who follow Christ and to those who have faith in God. It's not the first kind of situations where the world has been closed down. All over the world at one point there is something always happening. Disasters happen, tsunamis have happened, World War I, World War II has happened, and even in our own personal lives we had situations where we thought we wouldn't be able to survive that storm. And at this point we are in a storm, yet we see Jesus taking a good rest, sleeping in a pillow cushion. The disciples could not understand who was sleeping, who was with them. That was their problem. That is why, fearing about their being drowned, they went and woke Jesus. Master, don't you care that we are going to be drowned? And Jesus woke and he rebuked, be still, be quiet. He rebuked the storm, and immediately there was calmness. We need to know who is with us. We need to know who Jesus was. And Jesus, after rebuking the storm, also asked the disciples, why are you so afraid? Do you not have faith? Why are you so scared? Don't you have faith? Don't you have trust? Indirectly, the disciples could not understand who was with them. So, they did not realize what Jesus can do, what they have seen at that point. And the last verse tells that they were terrified. They were asking among themselves, who is this man who can even command the storm and waves and quieten it? So friend, at this point, at this time, I want to tell you that amidst this storm, amidst these dark hours, there is a man, there is a God, Jesus Christ, who can calm storm in your life, in my life, in the world. He has that authority, and it is with Him, even at this means, we can find peace, we can hope for the best, because He promises security to those who trust Him, to those who believe in Him. This is not the time to panic and to share messages to create fear, but this is time to give hope. This is a time to tell about the man who had the power to calm down the storm. And I believe for sure this Jesus Christ will surely calm the storm in our lives. Just before I end, I want to ask you the same question. How Jesus asked His disciple, why are you so afraid? Why are you panicking? Why can't you see the days to come? Why are you so afraid? Don't you have faith? Naturally, as human, we tend to have fear, but it is that faith in God, faith in the Creator, faith in the one who gives us life, faith in the one who has carried us this far. It is that faith that can remove all fear. It is that faith that He can calm storm in our life, that will help us to move forward. With these words, I want to tell you once again, God is with us. The Master is with us. You do not need to fear. Have faith in Him. He will take care, do what we have to do. We should be wise people. God bless you. May the days of hope come to us. May light shine in this dark hour. God bless you all. Thank you.